Coming from the land of New Hyrule, Link, wielding his unique tool, the Sand Wand, has come to aid in the battle against evil. While being able to manipulate sand at will makes for a unique and varied fighting style, this Link has also brought along a very special treasure, the Spirit Train, which he is able to portal in at will in order to crush his enemies in style. When it comes to fighting, the Sand Wand / Train combo is actually one of the simpler weapons in the game. Starting with his standard attacks, Link will swipe up and left to pop 2 sand blocks from the ground, swipe back down to send 3 blocks out in a cone shape, swipe up to pop 2 larger sand blocks from the ground, spin slightly forward to swing a large block around himself, before finishing by summoning in the Spirit Train to travel forward, crushing his enemies asunder. While pretty short, these simple strikes cover all of the basics. They're at a good speed without any large pauses between them to leave him open, and while Link himself doesn't travel too far forward while attacking, the projectiles he sends out do a decent job of hitting enemies at a distance while also striking in multiple directions. And then the train itself does travel quite a ways. Next up, we'll move on to his heavy attack mechanic, and much like Linkle's crossbows, his heavy attack charge bar is only filled by dealing damage to enemies. Even with no charge, however, hitting heavy attack will have him summon in and board his train for a quick ride in whatever direction you control him towards. However, with more of the bar filled, you can continue hitting heavy attack to continue the ride. And at the end of that ride, with any of the charge bar filled, Link will also sound the whistle and cause a fiery explosion around his train. This attack can be extremely deadly in certain situations, in particular when enemies are marching from one zone to another. A fully charged train ride through their ranks can decimate them in a few seconds. Overall, this is a great secondary mechanic for Toon Link to have. Before moving on to his combos, it's important to note that all but the last are extendable if you keep on hitting heavy attack. He starts his first combo by summoning 2 blocks up from under the ground, before spinning several underneath him and finishing with a slam. Like most first combos in the game, this is simply a quick juggling move, made a bit more effective by Link's follow-up attacks. His second combo has Link bring a large sand block up from under his feet, at which point you can aim it to the left or right if you wish before he sends it flying forward like a skateboard, finishing by sending it off further still while flipping back to the ground. Due to the slow windup of this attack, it really isn't a great getaway move, and is only particularly useful if your enemies are already lined up. This is definitely the attack of his that I use the least. For the next combo, Link brings his train out again, crushing enemies underneath as he rides forward before stopping suddenly and firing the cannon, presumably onto the enemies that you just crushed. This attack is very damaging, however, it does take a long time to perform, so it's best used for when you know that you won't be under any immediate attack. For his final combo, Link hops onto the top of the train this time, sending out 4 cannonballs in total to the left and right before hopping off. This attack can deal just as much damage as his third combo, however, it also suffers from the same weakness of it taking a while to finish the animation. When it comes to fighting bosses with Toon Link, this is the attack that you want to use to break their weak points. You'll just need to be a little bit careful to make sure all of the bombs hit. On top of his normal moves, Link's Force Special here is a decent complement to his moveset. Link will summon his train in for a swooping attack, with the majority of its area of effect being directly in front of where you're standing. While the train does go a good distance, you will need to be mindful that everything that you're going to hit needs to already be in front of you. To sum everything up, this is definitely one of the most intriguing fighting styles in the game. I mean, just to be honest, from the moment it was confirmed that Toon Link would be fighting using his train in some way, it was pretty much guaranteed that I would love using this weapon. But putting aside my personal bias and looking at it critically, I'm happy to say that it stands very, very well on its own.
Enough is enough! I have had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking
train.
Everybody strap in! I'm about to open some fucking windows.
Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more, please like, comment below, and subscribe. Also, be sure to check out my second channel, GamesBrain Plays, for group and solo Let's Play content. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Until next time, this has been GamesBrained, and I hope you take care.